Hello, welcome back to The Offer. I am here with my co-host Cesar. How's it going, Cesar? What's up?
Buona fortuna, everybody.
That catchphrase of yours has really taken some interesting turns. It sounds like you've gone on, I don't know, as if you've been replaced by someone. Do I need to interrogate
I'm in a Euro
you?
trip phase at the moment.
That could be a lie. It could not. Maybe you're not on a Euro trip. Maybe your body's been taken over by.
You can't prove that's not true.
Let me open you up and find out. Anyway, this week we're doing a wonderful kind of story. That kind of story that you really just take to bed to keep yourself comfortable. It is
Alien Invasion in Spooky Month.
Alien Invasion in Spooky Month. You know, that genre. No, it's Alien Invasion. And it's part of our spooky October month. Wonderful, wonderful stories that we're telling and making here. And this week, our guest, the great of the greats, the wonderful,
the one,
also
the only,
also from the original first recording. This is the second episode of the second season, and she was in the first episode of the first season and many episodes of the first season.
She's a double OG.
She's the double OG. It's Sonia! Yeah, and we're so excited.
Sonia.
That's Sonia. And we're so excited to have her with us. And so we just want to get into making the story. Cesar, do you have anything else to add?
Never forget about what really matters to you.
Whatever that is, pick it. Don't forget it. This is The Offer.
The Offer. I think we should try to do that thing they do all the time in the Chinese New Year celebration, that they speak at the same time.
It's very hard on Zoom.
Very hard on Zoom.
Zoom.
Sonia, welcome to The Offer.
I didn't know it's the first episode of the second season, right? Is that what you said?
Second episode of the second season.
Second season.
I have arbitrarily decided to start our second season because we are adding sound effects. Insert sound effect here.
Happy birthday.
To The Offer.
Right? It's the second season, so.
Thank you.
Thank you. The offer grows.
Happy birthday
to the offer. Happy birthday to the offer. Happy birthday to the offer. Happy birthday to you.
The offer.
Sonia, I wanted to ask you a question. I wanted to ask you something because I don't think I've gotten to know these things about you. Could you tell us about a time that you were? Yes, tell us. Tell us about a time that you were scared.
Don't be shy.
Would you tell us about a time that you were frightened? Like a moment that you were scared? It could have been as a kid or as an adult. Just like a time that you got scared by something. What do you think?
I'm very easy to get scared because and my reaction to when I'm scared is I feel like there's one moment of blank.
Oh, interesting. A moment of blankness. So you freeze up, like nothing happens.
I freeze up. I feel like my breath jump for one moment. So like of that, but I don't say anything. Like it happens a lot. For example, one more precise example, like when I walk in a very dark street, like in a lane, and all of a sudden you maybe you have the same experience that you feel like you can see from your side view that something's coming to you, and that's the moment you just like. So I will be literally doing this, but most of the time, and actually every time, there's actually nothing there, right? So I'm still very healthy and fine. But
I like that offer.
I thought the same.
Well, so do you want to try and say it at the same time?
Okay, you go first.
No, okay. You want to say it at the same time?
Okay, let's try it at the same time.
Everything. I'm not on the same page.
Just go for it.
I was gonna go for sensing something coming from the side. What were you gonna take?
Every time there's nothing there.
I think that one's good. I think we should go with every time there's nothing there. All right.
It
Here we go.
Pathetic.
Every time
there's nothing there. It's late at night in Jennifer's studio apartment. She lives in the middle of the city in the fanciest area of town. She's working very late because her job is very demanding. She is a graphic designer for the top company of the country.
She is at her computer, and therefore Jennifer does not notice out of her large windows a fog that rolls in, a mist that creeps up all the way up to the 12th floor where she lives and shrouds from view the city. The across the street cannot be seen. In the mist, strange shapes swirl. The wind causes cyclones. The mist covers all of the city.
All of a sudden, Jennifer felt the urge to buy a drink or a snack downstairs. But when she walked out from the apartment, she noticed that at the elevator is shut down, and all lights are shut in the building.
So she heads to the stairwell and begins to head down the stairs when she sees her neighbor at the next landing.
Hey, Jennifer, I'm sorry. The escalator's broken. The elevator's broken. All we can do is take the stairs.
I mean, this is really a sports, right? I live on the 12th, you live on the 11th, so I can't take it. Hope someone will fix it tomorrow.
Jennifer, you're speaking really quickly. You're kind of like losing me. I live on the 12th floor. I got that. I live too. I'm your neighbor. Do you want to go downstairs together?
Okay, fine. It's better to have a company, Mr. Mark. Okay, let's go.
Well,
downstairs together.
you're always so formal, Mrs. Jennifer.
I mean, it's the first time we actually talk to each other, right? Personally, and normally we're quite busy.
Mark. Yes. Well, I always thought you thought I was a weirdo.
I didn't.
Oh.
They have arrived at the ground floor. They open the fire escape door that they've come down and find the mist that has shrouded everything. In the distance, there's a car alarm, but otherwise there is an eerie silence.
It's so odd.
It's
like
I just want to buy some bread, but now I can't even see where's the gate here.
Well, there's supposed to be a 7-Eleven down that road. Who is that? Who's that?
Running from out of the mist comes the complex security guard.
Mark punches him in the face.
Whoa! Oh no!
Is he dead? Is he dead?
Mr. Parkinson, I'm so sorry. You startled me. I can't see much.
No, it's you. Sorry.
Jennifer.
Mr. Parkinson, are you alright? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I'm okay. You just got my tongue a little bit.
So, there's something I don't recommend going out right now.
Mr. Parkinson is an old man who is very vigorous for his age, but you can tell he's had better days.
So, I think what you should do is stay in, or if you're gonna go out, you should use some of the weaponry I have in the guard office as protection. So
slowly, Mr. Parkinson starts growing a strange green moss all over his skin, but he doesn't seem to realize it.
So you can see in here I've got all the basics. We got some archery stuff. These are from the old days, of course. And here we've got the new, the revolvers. They're really nice. Taking that as personal protection. I think the thieves are... that's weird. What's
They are thieves? We have to wear weapons. What is going on all of a sudden?
There's been a power outage. What's this on my? Do you see what's? Do you see that?
Yes, we see it very clearly. Mr. Parkinson, do you feel all right?
Is a large blue scar on your arm?
I mean, yeah, I feel fine. I feel there's nothing wrong. Just I'm getting mossy.
Okay.
Rolling stone gathers no moss, but here I am. I've been rolling around, but I'm gathering moss.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the city, a group of friends are playing cards, completely oblivious to what's happening outside.
And full house.
Jeez.
Pay him up. Pay him
Again?
up. Come on, again. Come on.
You know what?
Give me
I knew I shouldn't play with you guys.
Well, it's I'm just a bit of I got the luck, I'm lucky. That's what they say about me. I'm lucky.
Yeah, Lucky Chris, that's what we call you, but I thought it was
Lucky Chris.
ironic.
I mean, there was the time that I definitely tripped and broke my face and destroyed some election equipment. But, other than that, I've been quite lucky.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Look at what I find in this shop. This shop is like blue, white, and green light. And this bread looks so round. You wanna try it?
Mary, we sent you out for chips. What is this?
They look so
green and
interesting,
white
right?
and
I bought
bread?
it from
What?
There's a shop. I think that this shop is over there, like 7 what? Like I don't know. They look so interesting, like round.
the 7
soft.
Watt. Oh yeah, I think they opened last year, the 7 Watt shop. I thought it was
7
like a
Watt shop.
7-Eleven knockoff, but they have pretty good stuff.
So you think this?
Right?
You think we should eat this little glowing egg thing? I mean,
It's like
I tried. They try it. They taste a very different.
Mary, you already ate this? You already had one of these?
I couldn't help. They look like so fluffy. Oh.
all right. Let's try it.
I'm not going to. It just gives me a bad feeling. I don't know.
Come on, Chris. You're Lucky Chris. Nothing wrong can happen to you.
All the more reason I should follow my instincts, I think. Here, why don't you can have mine if you really want it.
Okay,
Chris's
okay,
friends
okay.
start growing green moss all over their bodies.
See, oh God.
Mary loses her temper and tries to bite Chris in the arm.
Get back. James, are you seeing? James, are you Mary, get back.
James
man.
tries to attack Chris too.
Chris jumps out the window, grabs onto a laundry line that is there, and slides it down to the ground. Well, that was lucky.
He keeps talking to himself while he's going down.
I didn't even know that the laundry would be out here today, but this is great. Okay, Chris looks up the alleys of the city and sees towards the end a massive structure that was not there before. Meanwhile, nearby the structure, a group of detectives have gathered who are calling in for federal reinforcements. It just seems like I'm Agent Donovan. Have you seen anything like this before?
Yeah, I haven't. I mean, I've seen it in like comic books and stuff, but this is crazy. Agent Steppers.
Okay, all right. Well, we should. We're calling each other, but we've arrived. We're standing next to each other. I think we can hang up the phone, Agent Donovan. Yeah. Okay.
Steppers.
Stabbers.
Yes.
Stabbers.
Steppers.
Steppers.
Stabbards.
Stabbards.
I don't know. Ever since you got married, you took your wife's last name. I don't know which one you are. What are you now?
It's hyphenated. It's Stabbers Peppers. Okay.
Oh, Stabbers Peppers.
Stabbers Peppers. Yeah. Okay.
Wait, you brought your wife?
I mean, she's a federal agent, of course. She needs to help us with this. Okay.
Well, you have a problem with female workers.
Yeah. Do you have a problem,
We
Donovan?
have labor right.
Uh-huh.
I don't have a problem, Mrs. Peppers.
All
What
right.
seems to be the situation?
We're getting distracted from the giant structure that has erupted from the ground. What do we
We are
know?
here for investigation.
Yes, we Well, but you're the highest ranking officer here, Mrs. Pepper, so what are your orders?
I heard. I had some of the witnesses. The whole structure just suddenly appeared yesterday at around 11:35 p.m.
Okay, and what are the orders?
And the other reports are still on the way. I don't really know.
Coming out of the mist, there is someone covered in green moss, lurching at them at full speed. They pivot, they fire their weapons, but then there was nothing there. It strikes nothing.
Oh, those things are not on my report. I don't really know.
That might be because it disappeared. Do you see it anymore?
You can't report what disappears. That's day one training. We learned that.
Yeah, of course.
In the
you
FBI.
can only report the facts, and the facts don't
Yes.
disappear.
Exactly. All of a sudden, another mossy creature comes out of the mist and tries to attack them. They turn again, try to shoot. Shoot. Wait.
This is real, right? I feel like the mossy creature just slapped on my face. Oh, this is
It was
real.
there like a second ago.
It was there, and then it was not. What is happening?
Can we do a half report?
It was on your. It was on. We should consider a half report. That might be right for this circumstance. You felt it was on your face, darling.
Yeah, it was on my left side
Agent?
of my face.
Did it? Okay, darling agent.
Okay, look, she was in danger. It's it's hard. Okay, Agent Stepper Peppers. What?
Wait, what is that?
Oh no. She starts growing moss on her cheek, her left cheek.
What's
Slowly
going on? It's quite
starts
itchy.
to take over
What's
her
going
whole
on?
body.
Ah!
And all of a sudden, wait, where is she?
She's gone.
She's
thought. Well, I think we only have one option, Agent Donovan. If we're to get to the bottom of this, we need to get
to get
inside
into the
this thing.
building.
We need to get inside. Come on.
Yeah, I read your lips.
Let's find our way into this thing and see if we can file a report about what's there.
And find your wife.
I'm not allowed to say that I care about that because I'm a professional, but yes, please. That
All
would
of a
be.
sudden, they heard the female voice yelling from the structure, seems inside the structure. Help me! Save me!
Yep, that's my wife. She's up there. Sorry, we gotta go in now.
All right, let's go.
When we return to
It wasn't there when I looked.
It Wasn't There When I Looked, an alien invasion thriller the likes of which have you ever seen? Was it really there?
I saw it once and then it wasn't there.
Will Jennifer and Mr. Mark find their way to the store? Will Lucky Chris manage to continue his lucky winning streak? And will Asian Stepper Peppers be saved from the monolith structure? Find out
With help from by his friend Agent Donovan.
with help from his friend Agent Donovan. Find out in the thrilling conclusion of It Wasn't There When I Looked right after this word from our sponsors.
Cut.
But we were so good. We were doing so well. Don't you think we were? Why?
Okay, first of all, I don't care what you think. I'm talking to the star of the show.
Oh,
all right?
All right, fine.
Gladys, did you feel it was terrible? Because I felt that way.
I just feel like every time I'm in the camera, I always look so fat.
Oh, Gladys, of course. It must be Jeffrey. Jeffrey, why are you making her feel fat?
Are you struggling with people who are saying you are the root cause of their anxieties? Just take this case of Jeffrey here. Jeffrey here was bullied by the director and star of the show because they couldn't come to grips with their deep inner anxieties.
I really think it's his fault, and it's never mine.
I never really got fat. It's because of the cameraman.
But this was before Jeffrey slipped into their drinks RELAXATIVE.
With RELAXATIVE, you can relax and tell everyone around you to piss off.
I am not the reason you guys are struggling.
Wow, what drive, what conviction. You are the new star.
And all they had to do was relax, and they saw Jeffrey for his true stardom. RELAXATIVE.
Relaxing me, relaxing you, relax at all is what you do.
Relax.
In rare instances may cause death. Please consult your doctor before relaxativing your friends. Welcome back to It Wasn't There When I Looked. An alien invasion of some kind. Or is it? When we last left, Jennifer and Mark were at large in the mist. Chris was on the run or on the line, as it were, and the agents were looking to storm the building to get back Agent Peppers. Will they succeed? Who knows? Now you will find out in the thrilling conclusion of It Wasn't There When I Looked, right here on The Offer.
Within the past 5 days, people keep disappearing from this town. Jennifer and Mark on their journey to the 7-watt shop, but they cannot find the shop anymore. When they turn around, they cannot find their building anymore neither. So they had to walk with the weapon carefully. All of a sudden, they hear a man yelling from above them, hanging there on a rack.
Hey, you guys, you're not covered in moss. Hey, guys, hi.
Well,
Oh.
now that the mist has cleared out, we can actually see above our heads. Whoa. Oh, wait. Is that
Are
a
you
guy
doing-
hanging from a clothesline?
Are you doing exercise, sir?
Well, I would say I'm quite ripped now. 5 days of this, whoo, I got the arms. So, I ran away from some, moss people, and then they weren't there, and it
Okay.
was just me stuck on a line. Would you be willing to catch me? It's like 2 stories. It's just a little bit too much for me to fall.
I can help you. I have an arrow, right? Like let me
Oh.
maybe I just
Whoa,
shoot the
Jennifer.
rat. No?
I
No.
don't think that's his problem. I mean,
Oh.
I can use this ladder to help you.
Oh, fantastic. I've been trying to reach that ladder for 5 days, and it was just out of... Oh, thank you. Okay.
He leans the ladder against the building so Chris can come down.
Thank you so much. Hi.
Wow, your hands are swelling and covered in blisters.
I've been hanging on a line for a while. So
Oh,
hi,
yeah, you mentioned that.
My name's Chris. Actually, let's just
Oh,
elbow.
let-
We'll just elbow bump. Yeah, thanks. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Hey.
Hi, I'm Chris.
Jennifer.
Okay, hi. And you're who are you? Well,
I'm Mark.
okay. So I've had 5 days to really just observe what's happening down below, and
Okay.
and I've had a pretty lucky observation. If we use some of this is just normal moss over here that I've been eyeing up for a while. This is just normal moss. This is normal. If we
Wait. You were hanging up there for so long, like normal moss grew on you?
No, not on me. I nothing grew on me.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I don't know much about biology.
Okay, sorry. I'm sorry, Mark. But okay, the point is, rub a bit of this on your face here,
Oh,
and now they won't. No.
This
Now,
doesn't seem good for my skin. On my face.
if you don't do this, people are gonna show up and bite you, and you'll be covered in moss and disappear. Look, you got to do this.
Okay. Okay. I don't understand what's going on.
All right, well, if Jennifer does it, I'll do it too.
Thanks, Mark. As they
all
finish
rub
doing that,
moss on their faces.
from around the building comes one of the blue mossed people that want to bite.
Who are they? They look terrible.
But they don't see these three. They just walk past. Whew.
What is going on? Explain to me. I have to finish my report for next week. With the building my apartment.
It's been a week already. I don't, and I really don't think that report is important anymore, Jennifer.
What, you think my work is not important? What is going on? Explain
Can
to
you
us.
focus? This interrupted my poker night. I was gonna win some serious money. Come on, guys.
What the hell is wrong with both of you? You care about poker night and you care about your stupid report. People are dying or whatever. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, you're wealthy, aren't you? You don't have to worry about money, huh? Isn't that right, Mark?
How am I gonna pay my rent?
Yeah. How am I gonna pay my rent?
Well, I'm sorry. I'm not good with people either. I'm sorry. I was insensitive. Please.
Meanwhile, at the entrance to the building, which is a sort of mesh thing that the agents have attempted to push their way through, but they can't. Okay, Agent Donovan, do you have any idea how to get through this thing?
All right. After the fourth day,
Yeah.
I think it's a little bit too late to think about alternatives.
Yeah. You're right.
But let's call reinforcements.
It would have been a good idea to have done that 4 days ago.
Well, it took us 4 days to fill out the report for reinforcements.
it was complicated. The disappearing, reappearing. I mean,
it's like they don't want us to call for reinforcement at the station.
It is like they don't want us to call for reinforcements at the station. Interesting. I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah.
Just at that second, as they are comparing reports, trying to figure out why that's so complicated,
No.
they watch a moss-covered person run straight through the mesh barrier. That didn't seem
Wait.
to stop them, did it? They just went right through that.
Okay, let me try it.
Okay.
Agent Donovan runs face first into the mesh and just slams on it.
I'm going to put that down in the report as potential injury. Yeah. Okay.
This is the last time oh my god, this is the last time I improvise.
This you should no longer improvise as an agent.
Oh,
Improvising
oh my
is probably
God.
yeah. You're bleeding from your nose a little bit. Here, let's retreat, and I'll do some first aid while you're over here.
While they're while Agent Peppers is trying to apply first aids to Agent Donovan, they turn their backs at the gate, and the gate starts opening. Oh, do you hear that?
Is it?
And the voice appears again. Save me! Don't go
They look at the gate,
away."
and the gate closes.
That was a
Okay,
very
wait.
good opening. That is
Just
not there
turn around.
anymore.
Don't look at it. Don't look at it.
Okay.
They hear the door opening again.
Save me!
Walk backwards.
Come here!
Yeah. We should walk backwards.
Yes.
Yes, Agent Donovan.
Yes,
Okay.
let's walk backwards.
That's the right way!
Oh, how does she know?
She must have infiltrated their systems deeply.
Wow.
I wonder how that
Let's
happened.
walk. Let's.
Five.
It's 5 days ago. Agent Peppers has been captured, and she is trying to find a way to infiltrate their system. She's talking to her fellow prisoners. What are you in for?
We have to get them in this building here and then have someone to write down the report.
They are both hanging from the ceiling from moss manacles.
They're tied up by their ankles, so they're hanging upside down.
I ate pizza today. I'm gonna throw up.
Please don't throw up on me. I'm just a pastry chef.
Why are we the one being captured here? I mean, I've been behaving well. It must be you. You did something bad, right?
What? You were the one trying to hack into their system.
I was just trying to do my job well. I didn't really do anything.
Suddenly, a door opens in front of them, and they can see a dark figure appearing from the mist. It's a tall 3.5 meter creature. Hello?
The 3.5 meter creature grabs the pastry chef and pulls him down from the... and then just pops him in his mouth. It's choking. There's no chair in the room to do the Heimlich maneuver, and so it just falls over.
As it hits the floor, it drops a personal computing device that it was holding in his hand.
And it is just close enough for Agent Peppers to reach it from her upside down ensnarement.
So Agent Pepper bite it and hold that from her mouth and activated a red button on that device and by her teeth. And all of a sudden, the whole building start transforming and she start floating and 5 seconds later, she's sitting on top of the building.
Access granted.
A door open, and Agent Pepper starts disappearing little by little from the bottom of her feet to the top of her head. Assimilation sequence begun.
I feel light.
Meanwhile, back in the present, the two agents have successfully backed up into the building. Okay, we're through the gate. Can we turn around now?
Can we? Ask your wife.
Honey? Darling? Can we turn around now?
I guess you can.
That means don't. That means don't. Just to translate. Just that means
Okay.
don't. Yeah. So
Well, I mean, you know her. She sounds passive aggressive.
oh,
How do you while they talk while they walk backwards? Like how do you put up with that? I've never asked you.
it's a labor of love. You know, you just got to really listen and interpret what people say rather than thinking
No, I'm talking about your marriage. What's in it for you? Why do you keep up with that kind of stuff?
it's love, man. It's love.
Oh, you guys are noisy. Just keep walking backward.
Yes, we are, sir.
Ma'am.
And here you see there's gonna be a big gate behind you, if you can see.
They hit the gate with their backs. Okay, how come there's another gate?
I don't know.
Can you open it?
Meanwhile,
From wherever you are?
Jennifer, Mark, and Chris wander across the empty, desolate urban scape as they are headed towards the central structure because they don't know what else to do.
They can see from very far away two men walking backwards. They... What? Like...
Why are they wearing suits? The whole world's been over for a long time. Why are they wearing freshly
Yeah.
pressed suits?
Why are they walking backwards?
That's a good
Yeah,
question.
Jennifer, we're like...
Oh, no, I didn't say the same thing with you. Oh, yeah.
Oh, come on.
Um,
Okay.
Mark, you obviously don't speak with other people very often, do you?
Well, I'm a programmer.
I'm sorry. We've all been there.
No, don't. I know we've all been programmers.
All of us. The loneliness
We're
is
in
hard.
programming city.
Yeah, programming city. But I guess your program worked, huh? Mine didn't. So I've had to resort
Mine
to
did.
gambling. Wow.
Yeah. I don't know why Jennifer is. She's a graphic designer. What is she doing here? Am I right?
I mean, the programs have to be fitted with. They have been chatting, and so they have missed the two backing up and disappearing into the structure. Where'd they go?
Meanwhile, Jennifer had walked along 100 meters away from these two guys. And
What? Wait. What?
Jennifer?
Jenny.
Jennifer,
are
we're
you
in the.
guys
where are
coming?
you?
Go come quicker!
Okay,
What are
okay,
you
sorry.
talking about?
I'm sorry. I don't run much.
I know.
Mark is completely vented. He can barely speak.
Okay.
That's why people don't like programmers. They don't do exercise.
Yeah, I mean, but you guys have to like climb up the stairs in your building, right? Like you've got to use stairs. That should be exercise enough.
While Chris is talking to Jennifer, they turn around and Mark is not there anymore.
Ooh boy. Oh boy.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
So
He sweat. The it came off. Somebody found him.
the moths.
Yeah. Somebody got
Oh.
him. Somebody got him. Rough.
Well, it means like they are watching us. There are people.
Yeah, all around.
What is around?
Jennifer is looking around, and when she turns around, Chris is not there anymore.
Chris, if that's your name, Mark.
Meanwhile,
What is going on?
inside the building, the two agents have found their way
The
into the central
command center.
the central command escalator, and it is taking them up to the top.
They're going
of
up
the
the
structure.
escalator, looking backwards. They're walking backwards up the escalator.
This makes me a little nauseous. I don't know how about you, Agent Donovan.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's your wife's order. Technically, she's still my superior, so I need to follow it.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. I'm just gonna. Well, no, I won't turn around because she said you can if you want, and that's a clear sign not to do it. Okay.
Look. Michael, cut the crap.
James. What?
It's the same shit with you and your wife. She abuses you, and you just follow whatever she says. Why
that's-
do you always have to do this?
That is a
They
mischaracterization.
talk while they're keep walking backwards.
That is a mischaracterization of our relationship. I think it's more interesting. That's what you think is going on. I'm getting a little bit of. I think you're upset. I think you're mad that I'm not your partner anymore.
And
Are you jealous of my
I'm
wife?
mad. I'm not jealous. I just don't like the way she treats you, and you just follow it. You just eat it up.
It's just because I'm
All
following.
of a sudden, the building, the mysterious structure start to collapse, and many moths just drop from the ceiling.
Oh God! All right. Why is it collapsing? We need to get.
Ask your boss.
Darling, do you know anything about this collapsing? Because we're in the middle of it right now.
I'm on top of it. I borrowed more than you.
Okay, we need to go rescue her.
Oh, just come up. I can hear you very clear now. I guess we are close. And turn around.
Meanwhile, Jennifer, down on the ground. Alone.
Mom, Dad, what is going on here?
But her mother and father are not there.
So she picks up a rock. She's mad.
A rock. I love you, rock. You are the only thing that I can find here.
The structure starts crumbling in front of her.
Oh. What? The only building here is also collapsing. The whole world is disappearing. What am I gonna do? Mom!
She turns around, and behind her is a huge horde of blue moss-covered people standing still, looking at the collapsing building, and then back at her. at the collapsing building, and then back at her.
One of them is looking at her and slowly starts moving towards her. The whole group starts following that one, and they move towards her slowly but constantly.
And Jennifer just stays still over there, and in her mind she's thinking, I can't move, stay still. That's how people avoid getting bitten by snakes. Okay, if I don't move, they won't discover me. I'm a rock.
And they walk past her. The whole horde of moss people just leave her behind, and they go inside the huge building.
They make a long line of people that stretches from the gate all the way up the... They push aside the 2 federal agents on the escalator, also not paying attention to them, so it reaches all the way to the top of the structure, where there is one person at the end of this long chain who reaches out a hand to Agent Peppers.
Don't touch me! What do you want to do?
Queen Moss.
Queen? You call me Queen? Oh. Okay.
Queen Moss.
Queen Moss. There's no one else here, so it must be me. Okay.
The whole crowd start chanting, Queen Moss, Queen Moss, Queen Moss, Queen Moss, Queen Moss, Queen Moss.
Agent Pepper gradually stretch out her arm, her hand, and try to pet the mossy guy in front of her. You look kind of cute. Well, I look carefully.
Meanwhile, the building is still collapsing. So this first person picks her up and puts her on top of this long chain of people who are passing her down the building.
Oh, this is exciting! I love it.
She goes past the 2 federal agents.
Hey,
What?
darling?
Bye, honey.
I'll try to ride on the moss people conveyor belt.
I believe in you, Agent Donovan.
He jumps on top of them, and they just push him down.
Okay, I'm getting on too. They are thrown outside the building, and Jennifer watches.
Jennifer is standing there.
She watches as they are dropped at her feet.
Oh.
They turn around, and the building is not there anymore.
It must be a dream, Jennifer thinking. Nothing ever happened, right? Mom told me it's a dream.
Jennifer? Your Wait a second, your daughter is here?
It's...
I thought she was living in Designer City.
She moved recently to be closer to us. Yeah. It's really interesting to see you here, Jennifer. I thought you would have had the good sense to stay home in the middle of this end of the world. What do you think, Agent Peppers? What do you think about your daughter being out and about in this apocalyptic
Dude, you're
wasteland?
such a emasculated cuck. You call her Agent Peppers?
It's a matter of professional respect. We're still in the job. Hey, why are the moss people gone? Can we focus on why the moss people are gone before we worry about my daughter? Why are the moss people gone?
Yes, Agent Peppers, you were inside. Tell us.
Agent Pepper looking at the computer and what I worry about is now everything is gone and there's nothing left and we can't really write anything on the report and how am I gonna tell my boss about what actually happened and why the city just started collapsing? Oh, there's no
Well-
any evidence.
I think there's a job for a designer. She needs to design a new kind of report form to report something that is not there anymore.
Also, guys, Agent Steppers Peppers reaches down and picks up a piece of bread. This was moldy bread. And now it's not moldy bread. I think they took all the mold.
They took
Oh.
the mall.
I don't know how we put that in the report, because it's obviously not here anymore, but I think you're right, Agent Donovan. We need my daughter to design a report to report things that are not here.
Make him more graphic. That's the way.
Yes. Jennifer, we need you. Would you join me, your father, and your mother in the FBI?
I do. I wanna find out what actually happened last night, the last week. I wanna know the truth. I will help you, Dad and Mom.
Well, I don't think we'll ever find out because the truth is not there anymore.
Oh.
I feel like that was classic in the sense of like classic improv in the like, there's a problem and now there's not a problem anymore. But it was like in the structure of how we did it.
Well, it's a classic B movie
Yeah.
thing. Like you like the title of the thing.
Oh, how could I have forgotten?
Literally.
How could I have forgotten to talk about the Blob? Oh my God! All right, so
The Blob.
We're gonna take a quick break and come right back to just talk a little bit about why that was an alien thing and what's going on in our lives. So that was. It's not there.
It wasn't there when I looked.
It wasn't there when I looked with the wonderful Sonia. Thank you so much, Sonia.
Yes.
We'll be right
All
back.
thanks to Sonia. We did it thanks to her.
We'll be right back after this break. And we're back.
Back from outer space
Back
and
from
Congolans
outer
and Mars.
space. Yes, at least we defeated that tricky moss.
Jennifer fell in love with a rock at a moment. What happened?
No, she was desperate.
I guess yes. It's a good way to show desperation. Yeah.
Oh man. I think I edited us back out. Like I was like, meanwhile, because I was interested. What is she doing? What's happening? And I was wondering if it would explain why it was collapsing, but it didn't. It just happened. Like I thought maybe she threw a rock at it or something. I have no idea. But it's just like
I saw it that you planted the rock for her to do something. Not fall in love with it. I don't think you were planning that.
But that's the
Nobody
joy.
saw that coming.
That's the joy of improv, is that like it's very, when one person doesn't just take over control over it, even if it sort of like goes in a direction that's like, well, okay, all right, it's fun. There's a delight. There's a that's how we got the conga line thing. You had them just walking past her, and then I was like, so they're in a line now? So. And what the heck are you chanting, by the way? I couldn't understand what Caesar was...
Queen Moss.
Queen
Moss.
Moss. I see.
Yeah.
Because
I said it like 5 times.
after...
How couldn't you get it?
I know. After Sonia said, did you call me Quinn? I was hearing like... Queen Mass? I was like, what? Quinn... I was like, what? Anyway. Anywho.
So, how was that an alien invasion story?
So there was an agenda. There was a thing. They were taking the moss, right? Like right at the end, like
Apparently.
like the moss is gone, right? So they got all the moss and they left.
Okay, there was a hidden agenda. There were no superheroes
There were no superheroes. That's true.
or heroes.
And the thing was so big that they only beat it as far as we know by odd
Yeah,
accident, right? Like
Yeah, that's interesting. Like they didn't really beat anything. The invaders, they got away with what they wanted.
I guess, yeah, they did. Although one of them did die. One of them did choke and die on a baker.
Yeah, like I guess it was like the leader.
Yeah.
Yeah, the alien only appeared for 1 second and choke on food.
On a
Died.
pastry chef.
Yeah. It must be like a huge like vibration, you know, when the heat was 3 meters high.
Yeah.
Guy just choke on something and die.
Yeah, like
Dust.
a tree falling.
Yeah. Oh God, that was something. Yeah, and like, so in terms of alien stuff that inspires us, that inspired this thing, I think I realized it right at the end. I said it. I was like, how did I not think about the Blob? Because it was so Blob-like, right? Like this thing is taking over people and it's getting bigger, right? Like, and like the way that the Blob is actually shot in my hometown where I am right now, originally, and it's essentially it's just this alien thing comes and it like consumes people, right? That's what it does. And so we were having a bit of that. The moss was covering everything up, and it is like solved, as you mentioned, B-movie like at the end. It just we freeze it. It's over, right? Like that's like,
Yeah, like it's sold by the title of the movie.
yeah.
Of the story.
It's a blob.
But it wasn't there anymore.
Yes.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
We need
And how
to
come
tell
the whole
Marcus
agent,
to add
everybody
that.
becomes a family.
Yes. Everyone.
Yes.
Yes. Everyone.
And
Becomes
the solution was that, the FBI, they can't report things that are not there anymore. So they need a designer.
yes. To design the report.
Also, by the end, we managed to add designer city because they're in programming city.
Yeah. Right. You did.
She was in designing city.
You sketched out the universe a little bit, huh?
Yes. And just before we go, there's designer city and programmer city.
We're all programmers. Oh God.
Yeah.
Okay. So favorite moments, and then we'll call it a day. Cesar, what was your favorite moment from this thing? Or sorry, wait, Sonia. Sonia, did you get to share what's inspiring you right now? We didn't. I didn't let Sonia.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we didn't let Sonia tell. Sonia, in terms of thinking about like what sort of stories you're reading, or what might have been informing you as you were thinking about this, what did it remind you of, or what are you thinking of?
Oh, wow, that's a very proper question.
We do that at the offer.
Oh,
You mentioned
I-
some things from
yeah.
in our pre-show chat. You mentioned some things that I think you should tell people about to watch. Was it Full Metal Alchemist you were watching? Yeah.
yeah.
We don't want to make you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. Sorry, if you don't have to say anything.
You can just skip.
No, I think it's very interesting. There are lots of like moments you describe the scene. Like you said, like people lined up and just and a group of monsters just passed Jennifer, and then, like something like what's the Lucky Chris was hanging on the rack, and when you talk and look up, he's still hanging there, and I like this
Yeah.
view.
Favorite
He was
moment.
hanging there for
Visualize,
5 days.
Visualize.
Yeah. Excellent visual pictures.
And I was very surprised that you actually played my mother, because I thought it was just like expression. That's thing. It reminds me of there's a movie called Rain. It's a movie about war, and in the war there was one guy was left alone in the war, and there's no one else around him, and he was injured, and there's a scene that printed in my mind that she's there crying and calling his mom. So anyway,
Well, you did mention your mom and your dad.
Yeah.
So okay.
yeah,
That's it.
Okay,
They're your mom and your dad.
And now, now I understood. You actually think I'm actually calling them. Yeah.
An extra bit of connection.
That's improv, baby.
Yeah. Great. I was like,
What was your favorite moment, Sonia?
My favorite moment, like the line-up thing, like line-up and the
Conga line?
queen. Yeah. And the
That
queen
was-
just,
that was a good
full on
moment.
Past the queen.
How about you, Mr. Paul?
My favorite moment was I really liked. I mean, there were two really interesting character moments for me. One was when Jennifer was all alone and she fell in love with the Rock. Like that was like very telling about her character and very emotional. The other one was when the two agents were walking backwards and like they really got into it. Like, you're just jealous. No, I'm not. Like that. That was really interesting for me. Like, I felt like the characters were really solidifying right at the end.
Yeah, I felt like both of them had a legitimate point.
Yeah.
But they were refusing to see the other's point. Like,
Yeah.
Agent Donovan was jealous, but he was also right
In a certain
about him being like dominated by his wife, and the other one too. Like, he didn't want to see like, oh, I'm an FBI agent. My wife is not my boss, so you are jealous. And he was right about him being jealous. So it's like,
Yeah, that was cool.
interesting.
How about you, Caesar? What was your favorite moment?
At the beginning, that Sonia said escalator by mistake, but we turned it into a natural thing in the building.
Yeah.
I think that was like, they had an escalator for whatever reason. They had an escalator and an elevator, and they were both out of service.
We brought it back. We brought it back at the end. There was an escalator, and people were passed
There was an
down it.
escalator.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
I also like the feeling that there's the whole the spooky ambience, and it's like a great mission over there, but the conversation is very small, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I agree.
Right. It feels like
Intimate.
a comedy.
Yes, like we're walking backwards in an alien structure, but we're gonna talk about our partnership.
Jealousy,
Yeah,
yeah.
jealousy. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Okay, let's wrap it up. Sonia, if people want to find you, how do they find you? Do they follow you on like a social? And do you want to? Because you teach. You're very talented. You speak English and Chinese and French, and you teach languages to people. If someone wanted to be your student, how would they be your student?
Oh, I didn't prepare for that.
You can send me the details later.
Improvise.
Yeah, you can send me details about that later.
Are you working in like any cool project or uncool project?
Uncool project. I want to make a dating show. Have I talked about that?
No, tell us
Talk
what.
about it?
You what?
Yeah. So I want to make a dating show, like a video thing, but it doesn't have to be video. I just feel like they are lonely people, right? Why not just make them put them together? And as a test, I invited two friends to play as if they didn't know each other. So it was a bit awkward because they actually know each other quite well. And then I put them together and said, "You guys make a date."
Is that video recorded like on YouTube?
Yeah, that was video recorded.
Is it on YouTube?
Not yet.
Okay.
It will be. It will be.
Great.
But yeah, I live in Shanghai.
The world
right?
needs to see that.
Right. I feel like the city is fairly lonely.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
It is a lonely city.
Make some occasions to match people together.
Great.
Excellent. So,
If you're interested to join the blind dating thing I plan to make, just send me a message.
how?
Well, give us the link to your YouTube and your messaging, or
how should
however
someone
you want to be
send
contacted.
you a message if they were to?
I will share my contact with you later.
Find it in the
Yeah.
details.
So look it up on the details down below.
Details down below.
Down below.
And if you're not on YouTube, it's still down below.
It's somewhere. It might be above the player, but you'll find it. You know.
Yeah.
We don't need.
Look up, look down. We're not your boss.
Look up, look down, look around, find the details. Jerk. Okay. Great. Let's.
Sonia, thank you very
Sonia.
much for being part of the offer. Improvising
you.
with you is always
Weird.
a wild ride.
It's always lovely. It is always more than I expect, and it is always wonderful.
It was quite a lot.
It was. And it's
quite
all
a
thanks
lot.
to you, Sonia.
All thanks
You
to
were
you.
fantastic.
So,
Oh.
we are The Offer. Find us on all the social medias. Find
All of
us
them.
on wherever you want to get podcasts, and you can find us on YouTube. Check out, get more information at...
TheOffercast.com.